Thank you, Andreas, for the introduction and overview. As for the next part of our webinar, I want to give you a bit of a demonstration of two of our Bluepacks. This is a high-level demonstration today. This is an overview webinar, and we will be following up with in-depth sessions on each of our Bluepacks. What you can see here, this is our Bluepack website. I encourage you to go to the link, visit our website, and read through the content. And it really explains what the Bluepacks are all about. But again, to reiterate, they are rapid deployment solutions. They are templates that we can use to get you working with SAP Analytics Cloud, with the product straight away, within weeks instead of months. And it is really all about the focus on 90% of what is similar between customers, 80%, rather than fully customizing the solution and reinventing the wheel. So it is really that starting point for you to then grow from a starter kit into a full comprehensive solution, but get working with the product straight away. They are modular solutions, so the intent of the Bluepacks is that you can start with one, for example, management reporting, and then grow from there, add to it. We have OPEX planning, we have CAPEX planning, we have workforce planning, and we're continuously adding to our portfolio of Bluepacks. And there's no surprises. Our Bluepacks start at $10,000, and based on the content, there is a different price associated to them. But then that is a fixed price. So we won't be going over budget. You get a clear understanding upfront of how much it will cost you. And all that is from us, from Bluetree, as an expert advisor in this field, in SAP Analytics Cloud, in performance management, in data analytics. And as we've mentioned earlier, we've been awarded multiple times now with SAP awards. So we can give you that reassurance as well that what you will receive is quality, and we always pride ourselves in delivering quality for our customers. On the bottom of the landing page for our Bluepack website, you'll see the Bluepacks that are currently available. We've got 3 additional Bluepacks in development at the moment. They are actually particularly focused on integration. And as I said, we're going to continuously develop additional Bluepacks and add to this list of Bluepacks. The 2 Bluepacks that I want to particularly focus on today are management reporting and workforce planning, and that I will be demonstrating to you as well. One other one that I want to draw your attention to is self-service governance and security. We've recently implemented that for 2 of our customers. That is really rolling out a governance framework, rolling out a templates to enable customers that have just acquired SAP Analytics Cloud to use it for self-service, roll it out to their users, and ensure the content is governed, the data sources are governed, and really getting that reassurance that the platform can be used in a governed fashion. So really good one to get started with. Others that we have on our website already are sales forecasting, liquidity planning, and as you said, financial planning, which is split in OPEX and CAPEX planning. Again, today I want to focus on management reporting and workforce planning. So quick overview on what is included in the management reporting framework, and I encourage you to go to our website yourselves and review the content. Really valuable if you are interested to actually see what the idea is and what is included. What I want to particularly bring your attention to is this featured provided section on the bottom. So with this Bluepack, you'll receive a 1-day kickoff and initial workshop sessions with us. So that is to go through what are your data sources, what are you currently using, what are your requirements. There will be a connection to your either ECC, S4HANA, or by design, depending on the versioning, that will be fully integrated. And then that integration will allow us to populate cost centers, profit centers, and your chart of accounts, as well as financial actuals into the system. Budget and forecasts will be loaded from your Excel files, from flat files. Quite often there is a manual Excel budgeting or forecasting process at the moment, or there's another system used, and that data can be loaded in. So then that out-of-the-box content, variance analysis, actual versus budget versus forecast, month to date, year to date, quarter to date analysis, and so on, can be used from the Bluepack. and you can use all those standard financial statements that I will be demonstrating to you in just a moment, and all the other content of this particular Bluepack. There will be another day at the end for training and handover together, and we'll provide some documentation. The other Bluepack for workforce planning, again, encourage you to actually go through the details of what is involved and how it is secured and so on yourself. On the features provided list particularly, we will be integrating to SAP SuccessFactors should you be using a SuccessFactors, or the integration from flat files will be built, and that will allow us to load payroll information into the system for workforce planning. And that will allow us to load all the position, the employees, the current FTEs, salaries, on-cost rate, and so on, to get that initial starting point for your workforce plan. And then all the driven calculations for salaries, on cost, for your planning horizon, for your forecast, for your budgets come out of the box. Allows you to maintain all those assumptions around those allocations. And again, we will have a kickoff session with you. We'll provide you with a day training at the end. This can be remotely or on site, and we'll provide you with user documentation. So now I'll be moving into the actual demonstration. This is our Blue3 SAP Analytics Cloud tenant. For those of you who haven't actually seen SAC live or in action yet, so that is a full web interface cloud client, the latest and greatest of technology that you can imagine. So in here we've got our Bluepacks folders, and the two Bluepacks that I want to demonstrate to you today, the management reporting and the workforce planning. I'll start on management reporting, and our management reporting Bluepack will come out of the box with the model. So the model actually includes all the dimensionality that the system needs, the model needs to present, load actuals in, load your budgets, your forecasting data in, load in all those KPIs and your chart of accounts, and it becomes with all these dimensions out of the box, but they will be mapped to your actual master data that will be integrated from your source system, as I mentioned earlier. So what you can see here is we'll have a cost center dimension, a profit center dimension, and out of the box business area, trading partner, segment, and company, and the account, importantly. But that can also be targeted and customized and changed based on your particular requirements. There's another model that we use that also contains other dimensions that you can use and import. It will also come out of the box with a cost center management reporting story, on a profit center story, as well as a top level management dashboard and reporting story, which I want to focus on today. So let me click on that. So really the idea of our Bluepacks is they are modules. They can be used as building blocks, as multiple pieces of a puzzle. So all our Bluepacks you'll find will have the same look and feel. They will integrate. So if you get more of them, if you start with reporting, but then you add OPEX planning, CAPEX planning, and workforce planning, they will have a similar look and feel. They will follow the same formatting and the same landing page to begin with. So what you can see here is that landing page, and the idea really is to provide multiple tiles that link you to the different content, to the different pages within the story, and show the most important KPIs. This RSS feed can be replaced to something more relevant in your industry. Obviously, that logo will be replaced as well. But the idea is you can already see it here. There's multiple pages that you can then grow from again. So these two empty blocks here are really there to showcase that you can create additional content as you please from this starter kit. So now I just want to show you a few of the example content that's included out of the box with this Bluepack. So a main P&L dashboard to begin with. Our first story, I've got December 2020 selected here, so we can see actual versus budget, work versus forecast, all the way through. I can use those standard functionalities in SAP Analytics Cloud. And you can see they're very, from a design perspective, very lean, following best practice principles of really using color to highlight variances and showcase variances. So here we can see our most important KPIs and some further analysis down below. If we go to the next page, for a year-to-date summary of my P&L, again, some in-depth analytics, but really going down to my P&L analytics now, with the ability to drill down further into my account level. And again, this will have your chart of accounts here and your actuals flowing in and your budgets loaded in, and then really showing my two versions that are being compared to each other with an absolute and a percentage variance. And again, on the left-hand side, as you can see here, some of those more important KPIs. Another story, a different representation of our most important KPIs and P&L data. Again, some analysis on some expenses, some of the sales quantities here, and the FTEs. But once your data flows in, this can be easily replaced with another important measure for you, and hooked up to a different KPI where we get access to that data out of your source system for actuals and budgets. And then the other stories we have on here is a standard P&L, financial statement, a balance sheet, and a cash flow, as well as some further variance reporting, which I'll quickly show you as well. Again, today, the point of this webinar is to give you an overview, initial overview of what Bluepacks are and how they can be utilized and how they can benefit you and create value for you. And we'll have follow-up webinars with more content and detailed deep dives into each of these Bluepacks. Here you can also see a balance sheet report. And then lastly, we also have a cash flow statement. Now, going back to our Bluepack folder, the second Bluepack I wanted to show you is workforce planning. So workforce planning, I won't show you the model, but in similar fashion, it has the dimensionality required for workforce planning. Different to the other model, this is an actual planning model, so it allows for planning capabilities for data entry and all those features. Out of the box, the workforce planning Bluepack comes with an admin as well as a planner story. What that means is an admin is usually a super user centrally within the company that prepares the model, prepares SAP Analytics Cloud for next budget round, for the forecast. So they are the ones that will load the data, will execute that load from SuccessFactors, for example, pre-populate all the positions, make sure all the data is there before the cost center managers or the departmental managers or the project managers go in and perform their actual position forecasts, their workforce plans, go through promotion, retentions, and so on. So what you can see, again, same look and feel, same landing page to other Bluepack, multiple different tiles that connect us to the content. And this is all about loading those positions, that master data from the source system, updating the required properties, making sure headcounts and rates are loaded and populated, and reviewing those. So, for example, if we review some of the data that was actually loaded, it will open a different page, actually as part of a different story, and will show us the data that was pre-populated in the system, the positions, the employees, and in this case we call this the SuccessFactors load. So whatever was loaded into the system from SuccessFactors, the system will show me. This is obviously all randomized positions here and names. And you can see the company, cost center, position, employee, and then the salary, the base salary that was loaded, as well as the base headcount and the bonus rate, for example. Going to the other story that comes out of the box with the workforce planning Bluepack is the actual planner story. So again, this is where the cost center managers, the department managers would log in and would then perform the updates to the plan. So again, similar landing page, similar look and feel. Again, the content can then be customized from this starter kit. The idea is really we're maintaining company level assumptions, such as your superannuation rates, your payroll tax, and so on, occupant-based assumptions, any assumptions around salary uplifts. We plan for new occupants. We update our planned headcount for existing occupants. Maybe if someone finishes up, someone new starts, we know that as a cost center manager, that's in 3 months, 6 months time, and we will make those assumptions. And then you can see multiple reports available for us. So if we look at an example here, how to maintain company level assumptions, it will show you how superannuation rates, bonus rates are maintained at a company level rather than an individual level. We have the ability to model at a higher level for our budget, for our forecast assumptions, and then use the other screen. So for example here, I could just now make sure the same payroll tax percentage will apply for all of my workers' compensation. Similar, my payroll, my workers' compensation percentage will apply in the same way for all the businesses, or the same superannuation will apply across all my companies. Obviously here, if it was a foreign entity, there would be differences there. And this is also by year. So if we're now modeling that actually in the financial year 2021, superannuation will go up. We would be increasing that percentage from 9.5 to 10%, which it will. Now, from what you could see on the landing page, we then also have position level assumptions. So rather than at a company level, there is these assumptions and rates that are specific to a position or an employee already. And those are the base salaries, the uplifted base salary, as well as the bonus rate. So here I could go in and change someone's bonus if I know that change will occur from 5 to 10%, for example. And then I save that data and I recalculate. Importantly also, for the actual planner, they will actually go in and update the headcount or FTE for future periods. So if I know, for example, that someone will be taking some long service leave, then I wouldn't be updating this because I'd still be paying their salary. But if I know if someone moved to another entity or reduced their time, I could now, for example, say, we'll decrease the FTE on our cost center to 0.5. Again, then click recalculate, execute the calculations, and the system will calculate all the associated salaries and on costs, which will then allow me to run my reports, run my reporting at a company level, at a full cost center level, and then integrate that into my P&L and obviously refresh my financial statements. So you can see how that then can integrate with an OPEX planning module or Bluepack that we have and a CapEx planning module, and therefore form part of a holistic and a much bigger planning and reporting solution. Again, each of them are designed to be individual building blocks. So you can see if then I had my whole, this is now the company at an aggregated level again. If all my cost center managers completed their workforce plans, this is really an overview dashboard to show me how much salaries am I paying by position type, for example. What are those different salary types? What's my variance again between two versions, between a forecast and a budget, for example, or between two budgets if I plan different restructures in my organizations and so forth. And out of the box, various set of reports that will come with our Bluepack, some detailed headcount analysis by cost center with some trend analysis as well, by position as well, and similarly some in detail cost center, cost analysis, as well as again headcount analysis. Again, this is a brief overview. We'll be running a detailed webinar on this particular Bluepack and show you how is it actually configured, how is it hooked up, that I mentioned, and hopefully that session today got you excited, and we'll see you again in our next session. That brings me to how do you get started and what do you do next? So as I mentioned, there is those in-depth webinars, and please feel free to get your phone out now and scan this QR code. It will take you directly to our Bluepack website, and you can check them out yourselves. You can read through the content, and I really encourage you to do that. You can also get a free SAC subscription from SAP. That includes not only the analytics but also the planning part. We can run personalized demonstrations of Bluepacks for you. So again, hope we got you interested today, and can invite you for some more detailed sessions. And then if you decide for one of our Bluepacks or multiple ones of them, we will come on site, as I mentioned. We'll meet you, or we'll run it remotely, go through your scenarios, get access to your system, roll them out for you, and take it from there. Briefly here, our details as well. So thank you, Alan, for the overview of the customer experience earlier. Thanks again, Andreas. And my name is Christopher Kaszelik. You can find our details here. Again, the QR code. And now I would like to open it up for any questions. Thank you very much.